Are you in search of a place you can get quality petroleum products? Well, I got news for you. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated is the company to meet all your petroleum needs. We are one of Liberia's leading importers and distributor of petroleum products on the Liberian market. We are fully capacitated to deliver your petroleum and diesel products anywhere in Liberia. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated, we do rental of dump trucks, tanker trucks, heavy equipment, D8, front loader, excavator. Our clearing and forwarding agency is fast, reliable, and can deliver your goods on time. Mayoba and Sons have improved the quality of reconstituted distributions and importation by financial institutions empowerment. Our head offices are located at the Garnersville Town Hall Junction on Barnesville Road and Freeport Sigma Compound on the Bourgeois Island. For more information, call us on cell numbers 0886 512-379, 0777-512-379, or 0777-255-030, or email us Mayoba, MAYOUBAHS @yahoo.com, or visit our website www.mayobaliberia.com. Our mission is to keep petroleum on the Liberian market stable, effective, and efficient. Our vision is that our presence be felt in the 15 counties with outstanding commitment. Mayoba and Sons, Liberia's pride.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death. And we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Simon.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Easy, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so going to 20 pop, put in toto ichiki. Bila living sense in hot.
Good morning, folks. Wherever you're joining us this morning, we'd like to welcome you to the program from the print news here on Freedom Communications Incorporated. Of course, it's good to be back here. And of course, I am here this morning alone in our studio, but of course, I have our really all our be partners with us, and we are gonna, have the discussion today, like usual. Wendell is not here again today. He has some kind of assignment, he's working on. And so this morning we have two local dailies on our decks, but my name is Esther Daku if you're just joining us. And we like to quickly recognize our sponsors. Crime Stoppers Liberia. We like to recognize Maiba and Sons Incorporated. We also like to recognize the Excellence Best Price store on Kelly Street and the Old Road. But we have Aliyu Masale is already with us. Let's greet you quickly, Masale, and you can greet the audience.
Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Mama Liberia. This is Aliyu Masale from Maryland, USA.
Okay, so you heard from Masale. We are still anticipating Gus to join us this morning. So, folks, we have two local dailies on our decks. Like I said earlier, we have the Front Page Africa and we have the Daily Observer. So we will begin with the Front Page Africa this morning with a lot of trending stories on the front page, and we will run the Daily Observer after. The top story here says replacing the light, how to change the light bulb before 2029. Of course, the story is on page 6, kind of interesting. The photograph of Mariah is on it. We have our light, Maserati light. Maserati light bulb is also on the front page. Actually, he's Senator Darius DeLong. He's on the front page of this paper. Let's run to page 6 quickly, and I bring you this story. What it says how to change the light bulb before 2029. I usually use stories and Saturday before upper today. I'm giving it straight. It's a very long read, so take your time, and here we go. When you employ someone for a definite or indefinite period, you can still dismiss them for cause under our labor laws. Non-performance, neglect of duty are examples of cause for which employees are dismissed. As citizens, we are the employees of every elected public official, and as employers, we have the right to dismiss or remove them before their term ends if we have cause to do so. When you enter a contract with someone, you can terminate the contract if the person breaches the terms and conditions of the contract. As citizens, when we elect our leaders based on the promises they make or they make to us, we have entered into a social contract with them. When they break their promises to us, they have breached the contract, and we can therefore terminate the contract. It says there is no law that prevents us as citizens from legally removing an elected official from office before their 6-year or 9 years term ends. Okay, let's make a little adjustment so we can be able to get this thing to you, right? And it says the perception that we have to wait until the next election is wrong, and it tended to mislead the people while our elected officials remain complacent, nonchalant, disrespectful, and dismissive of our concerns. Case in point is Monserrato County Senator A.B. Darius DeLong. It is common knowledge and a general perception that DeLong deceived us, has broken his promises to us, and has failed us. His constituents, there is a laundry list of DeLong's broken promises and breach of his social contract with us, but for the purpose of this post, I will list a few. DeLong promised to be the light in the Senate. When we elected DeLong, it was based on his promise to be the light in the dark Senate. The only thing DeLong shown was to confirm because we already suspected that senators were making US $15,000 per month. DeLong, as a senator, continued the business as usual, by taking every penny a portion to themselves. Monies he condemned before. The loan promised to take only 5,000 out of the $15,000 and gave the $10,000 to be used by Monserrado County Council for development purposes. He has broken that promise and instead claims that he rerouted that money to a shelter for drug affected youth, sharpening the functions of the executive in holistically dealing with the gram issue of drug addiction nationally. There is no published financial record to prove that the 10,000 is actually spent on the center monthly. Neither was that the promise he made. The loan promised to not accept or write the $45,000 cash and condemn the purchase of said vehicles for lawmakers every 3 years since 2019. He is yet to refuse the cars or the amount spent on the cars. In fact, in 2019, he refused to return the car in spite of public backlash and calls to do so. The loan promised to not take any money outside of his salary because said money should go to ministries and agencies' budget. The loan has received every money outside of the salary allotted to lawmakers, including the infamous 15K, etc., in which budgets of key service providers, ministries, and agencies get reduced while the legislature budget increases. The loan promised not to fence his house when elected and that he will continue to live with his neighbors openly. Unlike others, we become big shots. The loan has not only fenced his house, but he is heavily guided by security. This is not about his security, it is about intentionally lying to the people when he had no intentions of keeping said promise. The loan the loan promised to carry out the responsibilities and functions of a lawmaker, oversight representation in lawmaking, and hold the executive accountable. Sadly, the loan could only hold CDC accountable and has failed to hold things up. This UP government accountable. In fact, he has become the de facto information minister of the rescue government and JMB's handbag. He now defends the government carries out functions of the executive which is against our laws. It has forgotten his legislative oversight and accountability functions. DeLong cannot tell you the last time he visited a rural township in Monserrado to help the concerns of his constituents outside of 2023 campaign for rescue. Most symbolically, DeLong promised not to ride first class as an elected official, yet he has continuously ridden first class and lied about it, which led to the infamous Ashim Mother saga and a recent jeering of him by passengers who saw him riding first class on ASCII flight and call him fake light, former light, an incident confirmed by many which he is again lying about instead of admitting it happened, acknowledging the frustration of the people and promising to get back on track. These are just few of the broken promises that it showed ultimately is that Delon did not just lie to us to get elected. He has no remorse, is deceptive, dismissive, and unapologetic. As far as Delon and many of our lawmakers are concerned, they can dupe the citizens to get elected, and we will have to wait for 6 years or 9 years to vote against them. This is a lie manufactured by them to protect themselves. The Constitution gives the people the power to remove elected officials. Even the president and vice president can be removed from office under the Constitution before their terms end. For lawmakers, the Constitution provides for removal of lawmakers by resignation or expulsion. Article 1 provides that all power is inherited in the people. All free governments are instituted by their authority and for their benefit, and they have the right to alter and reform the same when their safety and happiness so require in order to ensure democratic government which responds to the wishes of the governed, of the governed. The people shall have the right at such period and in such manner as provided by, for under their public servants to leave office and to fill vaccines by regular elections and vacancies, I'm sorry, public servants to leave office and to fill vacancies by regular elections and appointment. The key point is that people shall cause their public servant to leave office at any such time when their safety and happiness so required. The Constitution also provides that Article 38 of each house shall adapt its own rules of procedure, enforce or not, and with the concurrence of two-thirds of the entire membership, may expel a member for cause. And when a lawmaker is expelled, the Constitution provides that the presiding officer shall inform the NEC within 30 days, and election shall be held no later than 90 days to replace that lawmaker. Article 37. Key point is we the people can petition the legislature to remove and expel a lawmaker we no longer have trust and confidence in. Okay, so let's see who wrote this. Okay, I think it's not stipulated here, but of course we see the photograph. Okay, it was written by Mariah Yakula. Okay, and so we're leaving you here and look at more stories. Uh, Married by irregularities. Public Accounts Committee finds National Transit Authority in breach of financial regulations. Page 6 also have this story. Okay, it is not on page 6, but let's make sure. It's a legislative debate. And then look at more stories. I respectfully decline former Liberia representative to UN uh, Cyril Siafan Yani turns down President Bouakar's offer after being recalled. It's right here on the front page of this paper. Let's look at more. Liberians call for a thorough investigation into MedTech LRA Commerce controversial deal amid Muda's resignation. The ball is in Bouakar's court. Okay, I believe in President Bouakar, or I believe President Bouakar should go beyond Mr. Mudad's resignation and investigate him on the allegation against him so that the citizens can be aware of the outcome of what he has been accused of, and this should serve as precedent for every other government official. I think this is welcoming for the Bouacar administration because the fact that a public outcry caused Mr. Mudad to resign means the president is a listening president. I believe that Mudad might have been pressured by the president to resign. All right, let's take the story. Is on page 5. It's on page 5 of this paper. Okay, we have it. It has been nearly a week since former Commerce Minister Ami Modad resigned following controversy over the use of funds to purchase a luxury vehicle, which sparked public outcry and ultimately led to his resignation. While many have welcomed the minister's decision to step down, some are urging the government, through President Joseph Waka, to go beyond merely accepting the resignation and to launch a thorough investigation. Liberians have Liberians from diverse backgrounds have been working in on the issue, and Front Page Africa spoke with a number of citizens to gather their perspective. Avi M. Small is a teacher in Kakata. He says that was the best thing that Ami Moda did because there was an allegation against him that he used government funds to buy a vehicle that cost more than 90,000. If we look at the economic situation in the country, the Ministry of Commerce is supposed to regulate prices, but we are seeing prices are still high and we are not seeing any action being taken by the Commerce Ministry. So I think it was the best thing he did to resign instead of them sacking him. I think that would save his image a bit because if he was to be fired, that could be bad for his character. I also appreciate the president for accepting his resignation and for the fact that the president accepted his resignation without a comment. That means the president was not really encouraged with the way the minister was serving because you see from the beginning the decision he took concerning the rights issue. The president has to come. to resent that decision. So I think, okay, it's not completed. And Augustine T. Vani, a taxi driver, says, I appreciate the idea of Ami Modad resigning. As a citizen of this country, I will welcome his resignation, but again, the government needs to constitute a committee to investigate Ami Modad's resignation to clear the citizens' doubt. I believe President Vaca should go beyond Mr. Modad's resignation and investigate him on the allegation against him so that the citizens can be aware of the outcome of what he has been accused of. And this should serve as a precedent for every other government official. I think this is welcoming for the Vargas administration because the fact that the public outcry caused Mr. Modad to resign means the president is a listening president, because I believe that he might have been pressured to resign by the president. And Papa David Sumo, a motorcyclist, also spoke his on Kakata Magibi County, but we will leave you there. And then back to our final story on the front page Africa. It says, Racing a red flag. Head of Gender Ministry's Budget Committee resigns, citing Deputy Minister Cooper's alleged illegal financial transactions. Ministry debunks, raising a red flag. All right, we will see this story is on page 2 of this paper. Let's see some lines. A communication obtained by Frontpage Africa reveals a troubling turn of events marked by the resignation of Anthony Emmett Kay, head of Budget Committee at the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection. Anthony Kay resigned, citing rampant corruption and mismanagement within the ministry. In his resignation letter addressed to Deputy Minister Frederick S. Cooper, Kay made serious allegations against both Cooper and the Financial Controller Moses Kemun, particularly concerning the handling of funds allocated for sexual and gender-based violence anti-road map project. The project, with a total budget of over US 6 million, is designed to combat gender-based violence in Liberia. Anthony Kay's letter claims that questionable financial transactions were approved by Deputy Minister Cooper without proper outside oversight, leading to the misallocation of funds meant for various implementing agencies. He specifically pointed to Cooper's unilateral handling of financial matters, despite Kay's repeated advice as head of the Budget Committee. Based on the way you have unilaterally handled this matter, ignoring my advice and approving questionable and illegal financial transactions, I hereby tender my resignation, Kay stated in his communication to Cooper. The resignation letter also outlines a series of events that Kay urges demonstrate a blatant disregard for financial regulations and transparency. He highlighted that despite numerous requests for an expenditure report on a previously disbursed US 40,000, the controller failed to provide any documentation. Instead, an executive plan for an additional US 60,000 was prepared and approved without proper justification, raising concerns about potential misappropriation of funds. One particular expenditure questioned by Kay was a US 6,888 payment for arrears to garages, which he claims was duplicated from the earlier US 40,000 without proper reporting or justification. The letter also criticized Deputy Minister Cooper for endorsing financial plans that lack accountability and for disregarding the recommendations of the Budget Committee. These are all of the stories we can bring you from the Front Page Africa this morning. Let's bring you the Daily Observer. Daily Observer top story here says PAC chair calls for Bwaka's COS resignation. Okay. If Modad can resign over allegation of purchasing a questionable luxurious car, why can't Graceful do the same? Asks Rep Clarence Gar. Interesting story is on page 10. Let's run there. Okay, we are on page 10. It says the chair of the Legislative Joint Public Accounts Committee of Markibi County District 5 Representative Clarence Guy is calling for the resignation of the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Sylvester Gaspari. following allegations of leaked financial documents linking him to the purchase of luxurious SUV vehicles with taxpayers' money. The document reportedly indicated that the minister, who by the virtue of that position is the chief of office staff of President Joseph Nimabwaka, received funds from National Social Security and Welfare Corporation, which is NASCOP, to procure vehicles for the president during the transition period, with the vehicles not yet accounted for. The lead document shows that Minister Gaspar received money from NASCOP to purchase vehicles for President Bouaka during the transition period, and those vehicles are yet to be made visible. Guy said he also welcomed the resignation of Commerce Minister Ami Modad and called for an impartial fight against corruption. The PSC chair made a call on Monday during a public hearing on the General Auditing Commission audit reports for the National Transit Authority in Bond County. The Minister of State has to resign because he cannot account for how he acquired funds to purchase SUV vehicles for the president's personal use. Leaked documents linking him to taking money from NASCOP to buy the vehicles, but we are yet to get any explanation from him, I said at the hearing. Between December 2023 and January 2024, Minister Gaspar faced allegations of instructing the NASCOP to acquire 5 new SUV vehicles for personal use rather than of official functions. This purported instruction occurred prior to Gaspar assuming his governmental role, prompting inquiries into the appropriateness of his conduct and the utilization of state assets. The procurement of these vehicles reportedly estimated at US 117,000 has generated public appreciation and demands for transparency, especially amid Liberia's enduring issues with corruption and economic hardship. We're leaving you with there. Liberia quest for UNSC seat on course, says Deputy Foreign Minister Dr. Ibrahim Yan. Let's run to page 3 of this paper. It says Liberia's campaign for a seat on the United Nations Security Council non-permanent is on an unstoppable path and irreversible course. According to the Deputy Minister for Internal Cooperation and Economic Integration, Dr. Ibrahim Yan, speaking at the regular press briefing held at the Ministry of Information on Tuesday, October 15, 2024, Dr. Yan expressed confidence that Liberia will serve the converted non-permanent seat when elections are held at the United Nations headquarters in New York in June 2025, addressing recent media reports suggesting that Liberia had lost the bid to Somalia. Dr. Yan clarified that these reports were misleading and inaccurate. He explained that Somalia had won the seat for the 2025-2026 term, while Liberia is campaigning for the 2026-2027 term. Our campaign is for the 2026-2027 seat, not the 2025-2026 seat. We are fully prepared and we are willing. We need this seat, Dr. Yan asserted. And then Senate shifts focus on electricity health oversight. Senate shifts focus on electricity health oversight. The Senate reconvened on Tuesday, October 15, for the 37th day of regular sitting of the 55th legislature, following its second break, outlining a robust, comprehensive plan to address various issues impacting sectors such as electricity and health, particularly focusing on the operation of the JFK Medical Center and other referral hospitals. Tuesday's session, presided over by Senate Pro Tem Yomdi Kanga Lawrence, highlighted key sectors that the Senate intends to patronize during this last quarter of 2024. Additionally, emphasis was placed on the education sector with plans to prioritize programs such as the inclusion of volunteer teachers approved by the Senate Pro Tempore Kanga Lawrence. The vision bearer of the plan said during her opening remarks, she also highlighted the vision behind this plan and expressed intentions to enhance oversight activities involving full plenary engagement. Let's leave you there, Liberia. And says, why can we not change? Panelist George Wisner outlines the dire conditions of Liberia's state has and continues to endure, urges national accountability at Aja Convention. Let's bring you to the back page of the Daily Observer. House fails to convene for first session due to lack of quorum. House fails to convene for first session due to lack of quorum. The House of Representatives failed to convene on Tuesday, October 15, as only 20 members were present, falling short of the required quorum of the 37 out of 73 members. Deputy Speaker Thomas Fala, who was uh, poised to lead a session in the absence of Speaker Funanti Kofa, expressed disappointment at the low turnout. The majority members of the House failure to be present at Tuesday's session impeded progress on important legislative issues. Efforts to locate absent members were unsuccessful, prompting Deputy Speaker Fala to ensure a warning about the necessity of lawmakers' dedication for effective legislative functioning. During a roll call conducted by the House clerk, only 20 out of 73 representatives were present, falling short of the required quorum of the 37 as per the rules of the House of Representatives of Liberia. Upholding the quorum requirement is crucial for ensuring decisions are made by the representative group, maintaining the integrity of the democratic process. Deputy Speaker Fala instructed the sergeant at arms to go into their offices and gather the absent lawmakers to fulfill the quorum requirement, but this effort also did not yield any fruit. The House of Representatives and the Senate had officially resumed work transactions of business on Friday, October 11, for the third and final quarter of the last session of the 55th legislature. The first leadership meetings of the third quarter of both houses took place Monday, October 14, while the first day sitting is scheduled for Tuesday, 15 October, in their respective chambers. The reconvening of the third quarter is in consonance with the amended Act of the legislature, which sets the legislative session into three quarters. The third quarter ends Friday, December 14, 2024. The 1986 Constitution of Liberia provides that each house may determine the rules of its proceedings. Therefore, the House of Representatives and the Senate approve their own governing rules of procedure. The courts have interpreted this clause to mean that a new legislature can adapt the previous legislature rules and procedures and can also amend or repeal rules of proceeding of the previous legislature. Members of the Senate and House of Representatives returned to the Capitol Hill following a second constituency break, which should have been a recess of 2 months and 2 weeks, but was cut short due to recalls by President Joseph Nima Bouaka to act on bills of national concern, including the 2024 recast budget, presidential transition bill, and act to amend Title 30 Public Authorities Law, Liberia Codes of Law revised to establish the Liberia National Tourism Authority Acts. We will leave you here and take our final story for the Daily Observer. Recalls of public defenders hinders magisterial courts functions, LMB President Councillor Renning claims. Folks, these are all of the stories we are able to bring you this morning from the various papers we have on our decks. We have the Front Page Africa, and we will recap the stories for you. Replacing the light, how to change light bulb before 2029. I tell you. And then they say it's married by irregularities. Public Accounts Committee finds National Transit Authority in breach of financial regulations. Respectfully declined. Former Liberia representative to UN Sarah Saflin Fanning turns down President Bouakar's offer after being recalled. And then Liberians call for thorough investigation into Medtech LRA Commerce controversial deed at Mimodad resignation. The board is in Bouakar's court. And then head of Gender Ministry Budget Committee resigns, citing Deputy Minister Cooper's alleged illegal financial transactions ministry debunks. And then from the Daily Observer, we brought you PAC chair calls for Bouakar's COS resignation. If Moda can resign over allegations of purchasing a questionable luxurious vehicle, why can Gisbert do the same? Asks Rep Clarence Gar. And then Liberia's quest for the UNSC seat on course, says Deputy Foreign Minister Dr. Ibrahim Yan. Senate shifts focus on electricity health oversight. Why can we not change? At the back page of the Daily Observer, House fails to convene for first session due to lack of quorum. Recalls of public defenders hinders magisterial court's functions. LMBA president cancels the reigning claims. Okay, we see the photograph of LMBA, that is the Liberia National Bar Association president, Councillor Sylvester Rennie, right there, photographed on the back page of the Daily Observer. So, folks, these are all of the stories we are able to bring you this morning from the various papers we have on our desk. We're going to take a break, hear a word from our sponsors. When we come back, we will definitely bring our talking points.
Hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the sort of vigilante-side justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Simon.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia. We want peace in
Are you in search of a place you can get quality petroleum products? Well, I got news for you. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated is the company to meet all your petroleum needs. We are one of Liberia's leading importers and distributor of petroleum products on the Liberian market. We are fully capacitated to deliver your petroleum and diesel products anywhere in Liberia. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated, we do rental of dump trucks, tanker trucks, heavy equipment, D8, front loader, excavator. Our clearing and forwarding agency is fast, reliable, and can deliver your goods on time. Mayoba and Sons have improved the quality of reconstituted distributions and importation by financial institutions empowerment. Our head offices are located at the Garnersville Town Hall Junction on Barnesville Road and Freeport Sigma Compound on the Bushwa Island. For more information, call us on cell numbers 0886 512 379, 0777 512 379, or 0777 255 or email us Mayoba, MAYOUBAHS @yahoo.com, or visit our website www.mayobaliberia.com. Our mission is to keep petroleum on the Liberian market stable, effective, and efficient. Our vision is that our presence be felt in the 15 counties with outstanding commitment. Mayoba and Sons, Liberia's pride.
baby, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
He said, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, some going deep and deeper. Put in toto ichiki. Bila living sense in her.
A very pleasant welcome back. If you just joining us, you are listening to the program from the Prince News, and I brought you all of the happenings from the 2 local dailies I had on my desk, the Front Page Africa and the Daily Observer. We have Aliyu Masale. He's already with us. Let's hear Aliyu's point. Aliyu, what do you think of the various stories we just went through?
Okay, Esther, thank you there for all the stories. Yes. The issue here about this our light. You see, the problem, I always say this, they have educated people, they are the troublesome one in the society. And sometimes the most educated people, they become the troublemaker in the society.
Right.
People in Liberia, first of all, nobody coming to say, resign, we make sure he stepped down. Nobody going to do that because first of all, with all the lies that Darius Delon told we the Liberian people, because people are there, Darius Delon can gain 1 or 2 cents. They are there to support him. Whatsoever lies he told to the entire country, nobody going to go after him for that because there are people there without Darius Delon, they can make it. You keep, oh yes, I'm the light. I will make sure when I go over there, I will expose everything the people doing over there. I will not run for the $5,000 car. I will not fence my horse. All of those things that he said today, me, I even said no horse. When I go Liberia, I better go out for my horse to the mosque back home. But people who know a house, that's smart. They say you can even see the horse because of the fence. See the car you're riding today. He will say, oh, you will not ride first class, you will not do this, you will not do that when he get on the plane now, that he and the president can sit together. These are the people then that you brought to power. They lied to you, they came to power. And looking at that kind of man, supporting Joseph Boakai for presidency, what do you expect? First of all, he lied, he came to power. And today, he couldn't fulfill all his promises, all what he said. And they see me. I saw people who used to say, I'm not going to support the Unity Party because of Darius Delon, the lie he told us. You see? That's why they said we're not going to support the Unity Party because of the lie Darius Delon said. Today, Darius Delon, let him there. He in the country, he flying around. People there looking at him. Nothing he get to offer. All the lies he said to we the Liberian people today, over there he has become a millionaire. You see? Half educated man, he was able to come and use people. Some of them they call it and said degree holder. Let Darius Delon show you his classmate from 12th grade. What made Darius Delon to leave from here when he came to America here, the Science University right here in Delaware, poor academic performance. That what took Darius Delon back today to Liberia. He said, oh, we are going to continue on that. Where at that time, so you can't even say get good nowhere in Liberia. In the city, say we're talking about in the rural area. He said he go record. All academic performance that we're talking back to that country today. That's why when I see him talking sometimes, he just street smart. So when he talking sometimes, you who don't know, you listen to him, will say, oh yeah, this guy here, he's smart, he get brain. But nothing. So this is why the people voted for. So let the rest, they don't give it to them. Yes, why you sow is why you're going to reap. Today, Joseph Boakai when we're living on loan, we say, yeah, he's the best person to come and rule our country. That's why we are living with today. The issue about Army Modai, people say, I continue to say this, even if Army Modai was not going to resign, Joseph Boakai was not going to do anything to him. But because he resigned, that's why Joseph Boakai came to say, oh yes, or insensitivity, you using war on Army Modai, this and that, and that will also go to he, Joseph Boakai. People talking about Graysmith. Graysmith went and took $500,000 United States dollars. He said they're going to buy a car for the president. At that time, during a transition stage, he was not even said inaugurated yet. Joseph Boakai is not going to do anything to Graysmith because why? Joseph Boakai got a undercut. That money that Army Modai, he took to go back, if you are not to back that money, they say, oh yeah, Army Modai received 90,000 from LRA board, blah, blah, blah. When he gave Joseph Boakai, he caught that blah. But because when he broke out, people were talking this and that, that's why he said, okay, I will resign. And Joseph Boakai coming after him to say, looking at the economic hardship in the country, going to buy zero car, that's insensitivity. And what goes to you, Joseph Boakai? Looking at the economic hardship in the country today, you wasting taxpayer money flying around, bringing zero to the country. Your chief of officer went to $500,000 United States dollars. You are not looking at the economic hardship. He said he's going to buy a car for you. You look at the economic hardship, wasting taxpayer money, putting $100,000 United States dollars on credit cards each time you flying. You know how many people you can pay in Liberia right now? You know how many people live that money can change? You go all the bulletproof car that you get in that convoy. You certify with that local economic hardship, you're taking 1,200,000 some more thousand to go buy bulletproof car. To do what? What the assassination attempt that have been made on you when you were using $5,000 car running campaign, nobody was after you, that now you president, who get time for you? You see? Then you come and tell Army Modai insensitivity. That will go exactly to you, Joseph Boakai. People say, George, we are here, you so go on and say something, maybe even the paper he can read it, he can just come up. You the educated man. That what you are using, what comes to your mind? It goes right back to you. Enough for Army Modai. And people say they should investigate Army Modai. Yes, he resigned, he should be investigated. That's cool. It's also good. Let's see if Mr. Boakai is going to do that. You see, because we live in a godable society, so people do things and they go free. This is what I continue to say. I will support President Boakai when it comes to the War and Economic Crime Code, most especially when it comes to the Economic Crime Code. That's where my interest lies, because these are some of the things. You will not just can you steal and you go. I mean, Modai, yeah, you resign because of your character and what have you yet, but you should also be investigated for the time you serve. Let know how you came and how you left. Like you see the other person who resigned, he have recalled them and they said no, they cannot come back. These are people with integrity. Because if I go and work in the government and I see what is going on in the government, if I continue to work there tomorrow, it's going to wish on me. They will say, oh yeah, Masale, you people were working in this government, you people did this. Tomorrow when my children go to Liberia, they want to say something that your father came here, all of them were here, they the one did this, you were in the government, this and that. So some people, they look at it, they say, no, let me step aside. I'm not, because don't think about yourself, think about those who are behind you. But some people who don't have no moral, they don't have no integrity, they don't think about those things. They will go into it, they will be there at the end of the day, then they want to defend themselves. You see? So that person, they right, let him resign. Let him get another person to come there. This country we really have to stand for our country. President Boakai, we pray for him to succeed, because as I continue to say, when the government fail, we the Liberian people, we fail, our country continue to go by. But this old man, he has no leadership ability at all. People just brought him over there so they can use him to rob that country. 515 million was spent out of budget. Today, no hay, no tea. I heard you say, or President Boakai, people say, oh yeah, the president can listen this and that. He can listen. That's why he pressured Army Moda to resign, because everybody was talking about the car Army Moda board. That one he talked, yes. But now they crying, Liberian people crying. Look at the road conditions. Look at the hardship in the country. He can listen to that, but he doesn't say anything about it. Yes, but I mean, we will try, but all the company will copy me. Look at the road in Monserrado, look at the road on the other side. People children are out of school, no school fee. People are protesting, they are not paying them. He listened to that, he said nothing about it. But because I mean, that they didn't take that physical money to come and share with him, yeah, so that the Liberian people were talking, so he could listen to that one. But the one that Grace me and share with him, the 22 million that Ronald Gideon and the senator, then they carry his share to him. He can't talk about that one. That old man, he's greedy for money. Yes. And he left flashing life. That was the Lord used to say, oh, President Boakai, you see all the time the man working government, see the play he left me. He's a simple man. When a simple man today, taking 500,000 just to renovate a home. Go see Joseph Boakai home today, doing President we are time our problem. Oh, he not kind breaking the places down, he's stealing the country money. Where Joseph Boakai took 500,000 for to renovate a home where you were not even say you're not going to retire, you can't talk about that one. You see, when the salary harmonization today that he talked about, when the jobs they're fighting today to tell we the Liberian people, this old man don't know anything about governance. You said the issue about job was a national emergency. Say you suspended those people today. Up to now, LDEA, no boss. See the kind of jobs that are overtaking our country. See how our brothers, our sisters are dying. They are living dead, living rotting. Today, up to now, Joseph Boakai, he's still fighting to make decision whether he will let those people go or not. Who will bring them, but putting IT as somebody that have leadership ability. You're saying he had all the experience, all the years himself in government. He suspend people going to 5-6 months. Up to now, he's still suffering for indecision what to do. Esther, that pray for Liberia, but then Joseph Boakai government, all the prophecy the people made, we will face it in our country. We just need to pray. But those prophecies, we are seeing them and they are coming. We are seeing them gradually. This government get nothing to offer us. But to rob that country just holiday in 12 years, that the city Joseph Boakai to do again and go by. So God's welcome, and I give it to you there.
Yeah, good morning. Masala, you really had this morning. I say, look, I'll just carry on from where you guys started. Let's listen to the people, and maybe I can close on that. I heard something about Mr. DeLong. I'm not sure what he had to say, but as far as I know,
let me just fill you in quickly. He really did not have anything to say. I think you know about Mariah Yekula. I think you've heard about her. She did a write-up, reminding the Liberian people that you do not have to wait for the next election before you can remove someone you voted for. When they are not doing those things they promised to do, you can remove them without waiting for election. That's what she was just showing light and reminding us of some of the promises that Dillon made. Yeah.
Right. Mariah is right. And this is why even some of us, when I come on here, I don't have no time for all of this stuff here that we do as people. Like I said, it's poor people mentality. I refuse to be one of those. I don't debate things that I can't change. I can't do anything about. And that's what we continue to do half the time. And Mariah is right. I mean, Dillon made so many promises, and none of those he met, and none of those, I mean, it can be proven that he lied. Okay? Let's talk about even the Monserrado, how you call it, he was going to give people money. They're going to get the district money or the Monserrado County money, and when they take $5,000. Okay? Can anybody tell us who the district head is that's getting Darius Dillon money today? That he said he was going to continue to give. Take the $5,000, anything over $5,000 he was going to give to Monserrato. He said he has a clinic, because that's the new shelter they have. That clinic, what does he, can he tell us how many people are going through there? What's the staff? Okay, what are the staff making? What taxes are those staff paying to the government? Because if you tell me you got 300 people there working, those 300 people should be paying some kind of taxes to LRA. Again, we're not stupid. Some of us don't come here and just argue. And Mariah made a point. Look, Mariah is a very intelligent young lady that understands the topic. She's not going to sit there and argue with people and then do the university politics that most people are used to. It does not make sense. You know, yeah, Joe Weah, because they argue against Joe Weah when he went, they're doing the same thing. Look, those of us that understand these things knew they were going to do the same thing. Because, again, there's a saying that says, give somebody money, you'll know who the hell they are. You know, you will truly know what they are. Give them power, you will see who they are. This is what's happening. When the old man and all those people that used to say all this stuff about President Weah and his crew doing the same thing, do you hear them say anything? When you see George Lobo running around in Monrovia every day, going to projects and this and that, wasn't George Lobo then used to say stuff about Sekou Classico? We at least knew Sekou Classico job. Sekou Classico role was to be what? Presidential aide. So when the president had projects, Sekou went and sent, give you guys information on those. Is George Lobo the new presidential aide? Is George Lobo just in Monrovia and not working for anything, but somehow living there? Look, we cannot continue these kind of arguments, and I think the likes of my sister Yakula point needs to be expressed. But again, our people will come on here, and I'm going to start calling their name here small. They come here, the first thing they're going to talk about, that ally then, that this and that. I ain't no ally. Call me Gus Palmer. You know, if I feel your pain and I think I can help you, I will help you. But listen, this is not about me. It's about the country of Liberia. This is about people trying to live like me, going to work like I am going right now, providing for my family like they should be doing in Liberia. And if we don't make the discussion about that, if we don't make the topics about that, and we continue to just run around politicians or politicians, we will continue to live this life. And trust me, I don't want to keep doing this long enough. Look, I got 2 more years, my son will be out of high school. Okay, my 2 kids will be out of college. I am not going to sit here and talk about it. I'm going to be part of the solution. And I tell Liberians, I will be part of the solution. If it ain't happen, they will deal with some high-headed people like us someday. I'm telling y'all, if you're Liberian people on the ground, like Yakula said, y'all don't see the need to collect signatures, to do the things that you need to do, to push people that work for you, government officials that work for you. Obviously, you don't deserve to live the life. You deserve to live the conditions that you live in because you don't believe in it. All you want to do is support them and defend them. So, you know, Yakula, you're right. I got to read the story, and I'll probably reach out to Mariah today, and we'll have some discussion about it. But Darius Dillon is another failed person. I knew that man from the days we were called Hilltop. Anybody that know politics, during Madasali Day, Hilltop, from 2005 to 2011 or so, ask anybody at Hilltop where politics were happening. It was on Hilltop. That's where we used to meet Darius Dillon and come in smoking, showing up. I will start posting some pictures so you can see them. Thank you, man.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for your input. And it's just back to us Liberians. Every time that we allow politicians, come to us when they need our votes, they come and make promises to us. Sometimes we believe in them. Sometimes we follow them because of the little things they are able to extend to us. And this is the time we have to go back to our drawing board, try to reconsider our reasons for which we put our trust in these people when it comes to voting them in power during elections. we will first of all try to look at these people track record. It is important to know that uh, this is the kind of life this person have laid over the years before they are interested in, becoming one of our leaders, whether in our district, whether is the entire country and all of that. It is important that we follow these people track record because the track record tells you who that person is. Somebody wouldn't be living in this house and everywhere around them is filthy or full of dirt. And then they come and tell you, if you put me here, I will clean the dirt around here. We cannot keep listening to these people like that. It is important we follow their track record, and it is important that we read more on what can be done. If these people make promises to us and they do not fulfill these promises, what step can we take? It is important that we talk about or we think about taking these steps because it helps us as a country. One, it serves as a caveat for others who are interested in contesting and knowing fully well that we voted people out or we remove people from those very positions, we place them in because they were not doing some of the things they promised us. I think people will start to focus on what promises to make when they are, making campaign statements and all of that. So these are some of the things we really, really have to look into. It is important. Let's stop voting people for the little peanut they can give us. Let's stop allowing them to truck us around the place because we want to vote them. Let's stop just thinking about party sentiments and think about what are those actual things that these people can do for us to uplift our country, to uplift our lives, so that we can uh, be on par with other countries around us. It is a shame today that we cannot lift our head so high when we travel to other countries because first of all, when you want to engage in a conversation with someone talking about development, when they're talking about roads, and you are from Liberia, you kind of like very tight lip. You don't like to participate in such conversation because you know what is happening in your country. We are not prioritizing the things that we should be prioritizing. Let us put these people feet to the fire. We cannot let them and say we will wait for the next election time and remove them. Yeah, in as much as we want peace and we want to wait for the next election, it is important also for you to know that there are other steps you can take to remove these people when they are not doing what you put them there to do. So let's go to our telephone line and engage our audience. Let's hear from you guys. You guys are the reason we are here every day. Those of you following us from the diaspora, you can call us on +231 Those of you following us directly from your radio, you can call us on 0776 We do not have too much time here today, so let's start to communicate with you guys. Oh, I see our orange line is off, but I'm trying to have it on. Okay, you can keep your calls coming in now. We have our both lines. Our both lines are set up. Okay, so I think we have our lines on 0776 Let's have this person, our first caller for today.
Daddy,
Hello, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
thank you. This is David King. I join you.
Welcome, David King. Go ahead.
Yeah, you see, Danny,
Mm-hmm.
is a shame. So, no doubt they don't make my bad shame.
Okay.
After he told us that he will not take that because he was 15,000. And he will not run business class from one Delta Airline to go to America. He came back when he had to see to what he said, Bashim. So someone who made a mind Bashim, what do we expect positively to come from that kind of person? He's a nobody. He's spineless, and worthless men. The brother got no worth. This is the reason why he was served on the plane with Joe Biden as a plane attendant. Like we say, Liberian word we say plane cabo. You saw that brother David Joseph Baga water every Friday like something a flight attendant. But they don't know he will use. Similarly, he did that with Manaseli took him to the US General Assembly. You are doing Manaseli here there. So the brother is not worth. So they kind of men who do not even know diplomacy and you make kind of feel that because they want safari to taking a principal Senate committee on foreign affairs who does not even know diplomacy will sit down who get quiet and that stuff. So they do in the president, they got blocked. But Joe Baga to China to unblock it. What Joe Baga unblock it? You cannot say me make it. That won't give you unrestricted visa. You will still get unrestricted visa. Every time you go to America, it will be restricted. It will tell you what it was. If I would have given visa, this is the reason why they continue to deny you. So I want to say to Delon should watch out for the sexual that coming for him because he would never ever go to America. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, David, for your contribution. Let's go to our other line and all right, let's take this on the female line. Good afternoon. We did not cut you off. I don't know what happened though. But let's take this other person. Hello, welcome to the show. Good afternoon, welcome.
Hello? Yeah, good afternoon, Esther. Good afternoon to the main listener here. Yeah. My name is Bindu Kamara and I call from my rehab resident this morning. Let me thank you for the talking point this morning. Let us speak with the issue of the ungrateful senator who lies on the people you are going to return 5,000 back and you're not going to be face around his home. But now we see him taking another path because you know he cannot run in Mozzarella to survive this time around. So he's going to the people of Pikena where he comes from to carry the same lies today, and now he's going to be the lawyer for saying that you should reduce that, all that thing that tried to. You know that 2009 years, you want your brother to vote. You want yourself to vote you. So the people will not be crazy for Pikena to vote or so on and senator. Because everything that you say you're going to talk about in the house, you even follow it, they will agree how to expose you when you took the money. So you know different from the other lawmakers that you accused to be criminal. You are the worst criminal ever. The people of Muslim ever support that. Thank you for your phone opportunity.
You're welcome. Let's go to this other person. Hello, welcome to the show. Let's hear you. Hello.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm okay. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. This is the people's governor for district number 10, Adamso Isaac, and I join you from my oral residence. We want to say for our dear brother and sister in the United States that mean well for this nation and continue to make that you go on this show and make all happen. We say thank you to them. That's to the issue. This year we told people town with about the former Jamie Leo state of Dillon. Don't keep for district number 10. They had their party for a very random area before they could move on the mean route to Cali. So there are how many young people that they invited and not all that he helped on this district that he can post all the poor for helping the entire postal rally. So we knew that some of the things was just show a statement that I've been working. When we used to talk and say, can you imagine young people that in district number 10, some of them in things doing a little money change out thing and they took that rally something. Do you know how many young people left their lane? Money change out pass, money change one I get money profit already. They told that dollar they rally up to make a senator or dollar rally. We make sure we carry the level, they keep the level. We told the people the men are Chinese left. The Chinese left that they can't get no shots of your person than they can in your hall, we just go up at his and what happened with them? Today the man was speaking yesterday. See a own government that he endorsed, see what is going on in the government. Have you ever heard that man on one platform? But yesterday, for money from radio station to radio station. Don't confirm the mail. They may not doing a radio. The other one today, the man silent. So now the people, what's up? To the play we had today, we saw people, they were not Chinese, they were not able. They were Chinese led. Now they are seeing you for their test. They cannot compare with me. Thank you, my sister.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's take my CC on this line. My CC, I think we took you late. All right, but call us back, my CC. We'll take your call. Okay, we have my CC now on the line. Good afternoon. Yes, ma'am.
How you doing, Mama?
I'm okay.
Okay, let me say hi to whatsoever is now well. I will say speaking for me. Yeah, let me say hi to God and my brother, Masale. But I will always call you boss, whether you like it or not. I will always call you that name because of here. That you folk can restore to us. That you folk can restore. I will call you Allah, whether you like it or not. I will call you Allah. I will call you Allah for me. You understand? Esther, maybe you're not hearing me. I want you to reach to him. I want to tell you that he listens well. When we call you up for 4 years, for years, when we are quite telling people, oh, they don't me. They don't me. When you get body through a right. They don't know when the body through a right. They never will fetch and let them know behind and the sister's son. They for 40 men. You look at the kind of man and put him into power and you are making, you are putting him on a place and so you are yet. That I will beat them where I will beat them up for that. They men went to the rest and you want talk about them for me and then I was cheating. But we put this plan, they say let and let me. And let me go let it highway. Let God say, let first our best for speed, let me try for it. I will let us in the school that I want to speak for us. Then I do let move that let's go there out. Because they're not there for us, for the country. We're there for the very self. I would say they want to do as well, they want to get for money back. So they're not seeing the money going to the next people. Hey, better than you are paying. I look at Center, they want to carry so much, they so much in the street. They're flying the street, getting for food. They don't now, they don't that place. My fishermen, they don't up. They face a loop. They face every spot. Esther. That every spot, you can see the law, even they can see it. You can see fly around the law up. Because you win the now. So you nice to get walk up. Going but you can see it. You can see no longer see the law go up. But what 30 people in listen was something else here. Yeah, the method they talking about who would have left and they want to help. No, don't keep it there. They may want to come out that for your money in America. Nothing is done from there. When you keep out in line, you go where fake guys say if I find working at school, you go check a document it was not there. They may promise that I last my mother shit. Then they say you're being there. But we are writing business class and Ryan. So about the law. What you write today? What you write today here for us? So the way they write today. They all want a place. We talk about school. They even get here to listen. You take a lot of money. Say new car. The first car when he said, "Oh, now my car." That they won't get a car. They give me. I will not take it today. The guy said today, "Who get it?" And the money for you, for that. They take it from there. The money that they took, he take it for America. You know, like people they will let it highway. You know that they so many that raw that people that they might grow well. You get where they might grow. You was something around here. You know, when you want you, see, one for all, you know, you're very for it. Because you want to be alright, side, but they don't know why this is today. Because it is like your money. So you better talk nothing else. You better talk nothing over the place. But the person is not coming and good and good. But so kind of to a girlfriend can't say, hey, go there. But most of you we're kicking out of that place. Thank you.
Okay. Masisi, thank you very much. Let's go back to the lines. We have others to take. Hello, welcome to the show. Let's hear you. We did not cut you off anyway. So, hello. Oh, I don't know what's happening with your line. Hello. Call coming in too many. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Ethel Daku.
Good afternoon. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Rama from the Liberian Civil Rights Movement, and let me appreciate you for the platform.
Okay.
Senator Dillon, he is a pathological liar. The same brother is not neutral of saying the truth. Before he became senator, he contested in Monserrado for the first time, and we had an intellectual forum somewhere around the Debris Mob Open. So when he used to go to town and come, he'll have at least 1 or 2 times with us at the forum there. So one time we questioned that you are so critical against Madam Salih.
don't you think that when Maraseli gave you an opportunity, will you accept it or reject it? And he said you will reject it. If he is somebody to disbelieve in, then he could not have rejected the offer for Maraseli when he did travel with Maraseli. Maraseli said, oh man, young man, you are talking too much for the Liberian people. And you understand you are doing well due to your advocacy, your stand against government. We want you to remain here and go to school. He said he rejected the offer from the president. Came back again and took the same offer from the president's son and went outside for study. Can you imagine that? So that was the first lie there where I believe that the senior man he can lie to people. He said he could not ride for more than $45,000 car. He's riding $60,000 to almost $75,000 car. He said you could not ride, a business class. Now you roll a business class, by leaving Liberia to go. Today you have a government that you brought to power, and you are now informing the Liberian people about those bad things that are happening in government. But you are only there with the president now. You are turned to the devil. Anywhere the president is going, you can take the president there. The only time you speak out, you pretend that you're speaking out for the Liberian people when something bad happened to him, that his visa was restricted when he went to the United States. He wanted to go and visit, you understand, to another state, but it was not possible because his son is a U.S. Marine, in the United States, United States citizen. So he wanted to go and see his son, and his visa was restricted. So it's against him. At the time, it was against visa was not restricted. His officials' visa were not restricted. Why Buckeye officials, that went to the United States, visa should be restricted or not? To tell you that America is embarrassed with them. You understand? Because by bringing you to power and you don't want to live by the way and expectation of America, so they will not give you that support. So I can't go back to continue to support. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you for your call. Let's have this person. Hello, welcome.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Go ahead.
And good afternoon to your peace-loving people of Malabira. This is Azi Wilson, prefers to be called son of KOK. I'm joining you guys this afternoon for around the call where that job. The issue relating to the law, there's a time that I realized I'm happy that CC lost the election. And CC and I support President I'm happy because CC lost the election on one basis, because in light of the law, they are going to show their sickness to the Liberian people. Because this is one person, I was in power at this time, the law was one person who was so much vocal on this government, on the past government. He disrupted sessions, he did things in session that was not the right thing for 11 people today. We saw the law, he told the 11 people he was going to turn a percentage of his salary to most relevant thing when he became senator. But today, we're not seeing anything of this circle, like when we previously hosted on the ADC, and then one of the journalists asking relating to the issue of a financial issue relating to most relevant thing, he slightly gave a check, because I see that as a check saying that he take the money to refer it to a rehabilitation center. A rehabilitation center that is not free for the people of most relevant or not the people of Liberia. But listen, it's about time that people know some of these politicians, they're violating some of the things that they left for Ottawa Khan, the level of Austin Kawa, and some of the guys as a figure already today. They said, so they are not confidential, or we know they don't be fake people, fake persons, but people who do not know the characteristics of the law. We saw the law running, close one that it may who bear could not afford a food to wear. But today, he ride a $100,000 car wearing a shoe that costs to $4,000 US. But listen, 2009 we are going to retire the law. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's go to the female line. Amen. I like to take calls from this line, but call us back. Let's take this person as we wait the call from our female line. Hello, welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello. I'm Jimmy Williams. I'm calling you from Somalia, George.
Ghana, very precise.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys in studio for issue every time. Liberia is a very interesting country. Sometimes we take leader
And today they are on the men to get their wealth because they know that there is the only opportunity. Some of the things, without President Baka, they will not get what they want. So they will do everything possible to enrich themselves. So that when people quiet, let us go through it for 6 years. And after the 6 years, maybe those that will get sick, they will learn. Those who don't get sick, they will still go into it again. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And that's all of the calls we can take for today. Let's hear from you guys before we take out.
Yes, thanks to all the callers. Yes, thanks to the caller. We listen to them. And that's why we continue to say, Liberia, this thing, they can work in Liberia. See, the lie the Lord did. They're too broad. This kind of lie. And you don't be surprised when you see they don't go to Grand Bassa County to run 2029, and you will see people that will be waiting to support him. So yeah, as God said, what Morel said, that's the fight. And even if it requires for us to gather signature and tea around, we all can be in our fight for us to see what to do. I think if we can do that and get that man out of that place before 2029, it will be something to set as precedent to other people to stop lying to us to come to power. And when they come to power, they can lay up to their promises as our president told us he was coming to rescue us. And instead today we have rescued him and he's drowning us. So Mariah, we stand with you, because when you get in touch with her, anything, we can all work together. Then we can see tomorrow. God bless America. God bless Liberia. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, Esther, thank you to the liberal people. Masisi, sometimes when I say thing, it's not really literal. When I say ally, don't call me ally. I'm just saying, like, like, let's not make it the reason. I'm your brother, I'm your whatsoever. So I'm not saying literally don't, it's we use figurative words around here. So it's just like I'm sick of people saying pate mente and this and that. Yes, you still do stuff because you're disciplined. But if that's what we're saying now, we're just making decision based on party mandate, then it doesn't make sense. You see what I'm saying? So we understand party mandate means some kind of discipline with the party, but also it has to be something that we agree with. So for me to say something about your mandate or agree with your mandate, I'm gonna have to agree with what you're saying. So I mean, this is the reason why I talk the way I do because that's just don't forget, I spent a lot of time in this country. I understand. I was taught in this country too. So sometimes I say things not literally like what you assume. But I just want other people to know this. Again, like Mariah said, there's many ways we can get them out of the country. I mean, out of their positions. One is protest. I'll be honest with you. This government, I'm not seeing any protest. And I think if it continues to, that's the next route we have to go. Because I'm not joking. We cannot sit here and continue to see the things that they complain about. And they continue to exhibit those same things that they have complained about for 6 years. I still stay here and say this. Everything you said about George Weah. George Weah built 2 hospitals in 6 years. I want to see this administration come close to that. They're already done with 1 year. George Weah park that he just built not long ago in 9 months' time. Remember they used to say, "Oh, how they gonna maintain it? The CDC ain't gonna be able to maintain it." 9 months' time, their own Spoon network went out there. You saw how dilapidated it's getting. You see the garbage; they don't even have staff to clean garbage. I just saw in the paper that they're not going to change this. There's not going to be any salary increase. They said harmonization was the reason why you guys should have go and protest against George Weah. And you did. You went and protested against George Weah because he harmonized the salary so more people can work. So I tell you what, people, your challenge is government to give you 1 ounce of what President Weah did in the first year, in the first year or 99 months. Thank you, Esther. I really enjoyed the show. You know how to run this thing. You're really a woman. You know how to cook and put the ingredients together. We enjoy ourselves. Thank you.
I know, right? You're welcome.
I'm still waiting for your show, Esther. I don't know what your status is.
Esther, my fried greens, so don't forget, oh, that fried greens.
Very soon. Ali,
My
what
rough
did you
green, my
say?
rough green.
I know.
Okay, my sister, take care.
When you come here, just let me know the rough greens will be waiting. So, folks, this is how
Normally,
we like to take.
normally when I come in Liberia, nobody can know. I can just come and I disappear, but you will be the first to ever know I come in Liberia because for around 8 and I rough green, I eat it straight.
All right, folks.
Okay.
So this is how we like to draw down curtains. We've been here since 11 o'clock. We'll be here on tomorrow again with the Thursday edition of the program from the Prince News. You know, we like to do the What's on Your Mind. So we'll be here tomorrow to hear what's on your mind. My name is Esther Daku. Gus was here. Ali was also here. Do have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye.